the United Nations for many years has been, of course, involved and working with the issue of the question of Palestine, and there are many programs within the Department of Public Information to educate and to help better information about the question of Palestine, the Palestinian issue, and the Arab-Israeli conflict. And one of those programs is targeting young professional journalists from the occupied Palestinian territories, offering them an opportunity to come to New York for 6 weeks during a period when they can attend meetings and cover the UN and get a better understanding of how the UN is working. And also the program includes visits to Washington and to Geneva that add an additional element to what their experience during this visit. Well, long term, the goal of our work is eventually, on the political side, is a political settlement that will create 2 states for the 2 people, and basically that will be creates peace in the Middle East. And the UN on its part, because on the occupied Palestinian territories today, we are working whether through UNRWA for servicing and supporting Palestine refugees, or the UNDP, UNICEF, WHO, all the other UNA organizations, World Food Programme, to provide support that is on the one side humanitarian, that is enabling the poorer communities, the people suffering from the current conditions, to continue to have basic needs covered. At the same time, also to empower and create opportunities for development, working on promoting the better opportunities for employment, also better opportunities for women, and supporting the education, and so on and so forth. So the global UN agenda, working with the Palestinian Authority and the local NGOs in the region to help promote the general activities of the UN. That's the current. But the long term, of course, is to have long-term peace, and as long as there's anything that the UN can support, the same. One of the priorities for Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, he said for next term, is supporting countries in transition. Once there is peace in the Middle East and there is a Palestinian state, independent, but since it's recognized, which is a goal that we all aspire to, then the UN will continue to work and support.
And why journalists?
Why journalists?
Yeah.
Because it is a means to, if you just bring 15 people, then you are only reaching these 15 people, and then they go back to their work or to their communities. If you bring 15 journalists, and the journalists are continuing to work, and they are reaching much larger segment. And the media, the Department of Public Information, our #1 client is the media. So we work with the media, and I think by working with journalists, we hope that the journalists who come here, and so far the program has brought many dozens, if you every year for 16 years, yeah. On average of 10, 11 or 12, sometimes more, sometimes less, depends on who can get the visa or permits. You're talking about more than 150 journalists, and many of them I know, they told me it was an important juncture in their career, and it helped them also gain a better understanding of global international politics and how the UN works.